Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Margich here with your outlook for the weekend, December 23rd and 24th, 2017. We have a cold front that's going to be moving through the region today. Going to be very slow to move through, and an area of low pressure moving along that boundary will enhance some of that rainfall. We did have some showers move in during the overnight period, but I do think this continues for most of the day, at least through the daylight hours, and then we start to wrap up this evening from early to mid-evening from west to east, and this shuts off. But we will have rain today, very mild conditions ahead of this warm front, or excuse ahead of this cold front, I should say. Temperature is going to get close to 60 degrees down here in the southeastern areas here, but in the interior we expect temperatures to be held in the low to mid 50s, but still quite warm for this time of year in terms of temperatures. But this is going to be very short-lived. As soon as this front moves through, you won't see temperatures that warm in quite some time. Going forward from this point, we can see what it looks like in the evening hours as it's starting to wrap up. May have a little touch of snow here at the very end. A few wet snowflakes mixing at the very end in our far northwestern counties here, but not really that big of a deal. And then that moves off the coast after that ends in the early to mid-evening hours. Let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 7 a.m. to give you an idea of what the radar should look like at that point. Now, you're going to see a big concentration of rain that's going to be up further north of that line today. Okay, so you will get showers here down in this area later at some point, but most of the day is going to be just kind of on and off spotty stuff down here, and more concentrated stuff will be off to the northwest of mainly I-95. So as you move through the day here, you can see where the rain is. Here we're now went from 7 to 10, and you can see where the rain is really concentrated. Here's 12, 1, 2, 3. You finally start seeing some afternoon showers starting to work into the southeastern areas as the northwestern areas start to shut off. But because it's going to be raining more steadily up in these areas here, we can expect a good half inch to 3/4 of an inch. Maybe some areas get up as high as an inch. But further southeast of I-95 here, we're talking about less than half-inch totals, and that will come later in the afternoon, it looks like. So again, this is going to wrap up during the evening. Here's 6 p.m. and then so early to mid-evening. Here's look at 9 p.m. right here, and it's just about done. So closer to just after dinner time, we should be ending with that precipitation. Then we get colder behind this, but it's not going to be an abrupt cold change. It's not like you're going to go from 50s down to 20s, and then you're going to be dealing with that for the next couple of weeks. I think we get there, but just not immediately. So the cold push behind it is going to be, I don't want to say delayed, but it's just not going to come in one big rush like that. So here we get to Sunday, and we'll have temperatures that will still get up to the lower 40s in some cases here, so it'll be it's near average temperatures that we're expected for this time of year on Sunday. Start off partly cloudy in the morning, and then we'll be turning mostly cloudy toward the end of the day, because this coming into your picture right in the west here is another wave that's going to follow this this frontal boundary and bring us the opportunity for more snow, and this will be for Christmas Eve. So this will be a very light event. Not expecting a whole lot here, but you can see the snows that are with this, and there could be a burst of snow here across some of our eastern sections as this rotates through that could give you a quick coating to an inch or two of snow. We are going to have a map out today on the Weather Alerts map page, and it's going to be out probably about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Publicly, we're going to send up alerts by county prior to that of what we're planning to do. But this does look pretty unanimous on all pieces of model guidance that we will have this wave running through today. Or excuse me, on Christmas Eve night. This is overnight Christmas Eve night into early Christmas morning. Now, the newest models are now suggesting this will be wrapped up pretty quickly, be shutting off before dawn on Christmas morning. So you might wake up on Christmas morning with the kids and then look outside and see you have a fresh covering of snow on the ground in some places. So let's get to those places and see where they are, because there's not going to be everywhere. I do think that some areas are going to miss out on this, unfortunately. As we get into, here's 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve evening, and here's a look at 10. Now you can see what's going on here. If you get to, all you do is go about 20 miles to the northwest of I-95, which is right about here. This is probably your rain snow line. So anything's down south of here, the temperatures are going to be too marginal for any kind of snow to stick or even fall. So it should fall in the form of rain down in this area. Snow further to the northwest, and that's going to be the theme for this entire event, we think. You can see the rain snow line getting all the way up to about Quakertown here, or pretty close to it. There's your rain snow line. North and west of there, if you're places like Harrisburg over to the Lehigh Valley and into Morristown, New Jersey, and points northwest. I think you're good for snow, and those chances of snow in those areas will lead to accumulating snow, especially as you get up here in the Lehigh Valley and points north. So I think you're up in those areas there and across the northern tier of Pennsylvania, you could get some minor accumulations. Again, we're going to have the snow map out about 2 o'clock this afternoon for areas expected to get that snow, and this will extend all the way into western and northwestern New Jersey as well as northeastern Pennsylvania, and again much of east central PA. But when you get down here in southeastern PA where the temperatures are marginal, southern New Jersey, Delaware, I don't expect that you would have anything more than a few snowflakes mixing with rain that won't amount to anything. So the festive area, the ones that will make it look nice and make it look like the holiday should be, or what you're dreaming of the white Christmas thing, will be for areas further to the north. But it will not be completely disruptive. I don't think there's going to be something that's going to be a big major travel headache for anywhere in our coverage areas. So we'll keep an eye on it just in case, but we don't think it'll be a major headache or disruptive for travel. And then once we get past that point, we turn to partly cloudy and remain partly cloudy for the rest of the week. It looks like straight through at least Thursday, where we stay partly cloudy. So there's no chance of precipitation during that period. We are going to get colder, especially by Wednesday and beyond. I don't think you get above freezing once you get to Wednesday, and probably not for quite some time. Okay, it's going to be pretty cold for a while, at least straight through the end of the year, and then probably going on longer than that. Then we have to turn our attention to a system that could affect the region here on Friday with snow. And if you look at our 7-day forecast, we have accumulating snow in the forecast for our region here, a good possibility toward the end of the week, and that's going to be the Friday-Saturday time frame. So we're going to keep an eye on that closely. It could be a significant or major winter storm, but it's still a little bit too far out to really call for certainty and say if this area will, 1, get snow at all, 2, how strong it'll be, and 3, what are the amounts going to be looking like for this system. So if you're seeing anything floating around right now, just kind of best to ignore that right now. We'll get into this a little bit more next week. Once we have a better handle on it, once we're getting past the holidays and we're a little bit closer and the models are hopefully honed in on an idea, which might not even be here by Tuesday, but I think that's the next time we need to really take a look at this and see where we're at. Until then, just you can probably ignore that and just move on and just keep that in the back of your mind for now. Our next video update will be not on Christmas. It won't be on Christmas Eve. We'll not have a video on Christmas Eve. I'm going to record one on Christmas night that's going to be for Tuesday. So there will be no video on Monday. This is the last video we'll have until the Tuesday morning video. So it'll be the next one we have. And I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday and be safe out there. We'll see you again on the Tuesday, the 26th of December. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for the weekend, December 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 2017. Have a great holiday and have a great weekend.